So you boys want to learn how a pulling sled works. This is what's called a weight transfer sled. Basically what we have, boys, is we have a couple rails here. We got a box on the back with some trolleys on it right there. Now that's hooked to a chain that goes all the way from the front to the back and back around. So we got an axle off of an old Lincoln Continental under there. It's hooked to a little drive shaft going to a three-speed transmission here. So in third gear, this sled will run about a 50-foot track. In first gear, the box comes up nice and slow. The box runs around 270 feet before it gets all the way to the top. So it will run a full 300-foot track. Now we still got the two shifters here so we can adjust our speeds. We got a V-belt pulley coming this way to a tensioner. And that comes to an old gearbox off a shit spreader here. Goes to a chain, comes up to an idler pulley, which runs this sprocket right here. This is an old disengaged clutch off an old shit spreader beater. So when the pullback guy is pulling it back the other direction, that disengages the system that way so nothing gets bound up. This here is simply connected to a shaft that runs across the middle here with a gear on it, and that gear is hooked to the chain. As our wheels are turning and we're bringing our box up towards the front of the sled here, we got these coil springs up here to catch it, just in case you got a hot tractor, it's running a little fast, the box can slam into them coil springs. But before it hits these coil springs, there's a disengage rod right here that box runs into. That disengage right there is hooked to a cable that runs all the way back down the sled, turns, runs over right here to this idler pulley, and there's no tension on that belt. When that box gets to the top of that sled, you can't have everything still running. If the tractor's still pulling it, you're going to break your pulleys and chains and things like that. It's just a gravity return box that sleds up on a